Is day one of John Krasinski and Emily Blunt alone in a quiet place? While day one of A Quiet Place introduces viewers to new people, are John Krasinski and Emily Blunt going to be back as Abbott family members? In the 2018 film A Quiet Place, Krasinski and Blunt made their respective film debuts as Lee and Evelyn Abbott. Both actors returned for A Quiet Place Part 2. Following Lee's passing, Evelyn was left to raise her kids in the silent post-apocalyptic world in the sequel. A Quiet Place, Day 1 promised a lot of exciting things, but one of the main questions is whether or not the cherished Abbott family will make a cameo. A Quiet Place, Day 1 is a prequel to the previous two movies starring Krasinski and Blunt. The movie's setting in the A Quiet Place timeline means that both characters are alive during the events of Day 1, even though it shifts the narrative focus away from the Abbott family. And yet, questions about whether any familiar faces, namely Krasinski and Blunt, would appear in A Quiet Place, Day 1 remain. The trailers recycling footage from previous movies only raised expectations that Lee and Evelyn Abbott could appear again in the prequel. Although Emily Blunt hinted at her involvement in A Quiet Place, Day 1, it is officially confirmed that neither she nor Krasinski make appearances. The movie entirely focuses on the perspectives of Sam, Lupita Nyong'o, and Eric, Joseph Quinn, instead of bringing the Abbott family back. Since John Krasinski and Emily Blunt do not return in A Quiet Place, Day 1, the prequel is able to follow Sam and Eric's journey as they go from being complete strangers to people who are fighting to survive together. Lee and Evelyn Abbott may have been a part of A Quiet Place, Day 1. When the aliens came, their family, who resides outside of New York City, was in their hometown. It could have been feasible for the franchise to go farther with their backstories by showing them visit the city before relocating to their peaceful farmhouse in the country, as Day 1 concentrates on the first day of the alien invasion. In the end, it was determined that the Abbotts did not need to return in this way for the prequel A Quiet Place to occur.